Hello everybody, it is Lauriston Crockett and we are live. And tonight we really want to go over the silent suffering of geldings. We've had so many people reaching out to me or Jason Bacon and some other people that we're working with. Emily's at the rodeo right now and we've had people speak with her too. So there actually is a truth to this, and it's very, very important that we start understanding this because it's been a standard in the industry for so long that geldings is just something that we do. We never think about the side effects. And the bottom line is we have to get to the essence of what's actually taking place. So again, you guys heard me say a million times that a horse has between 600 and 800 trillion cells. Every cell in the horse's body has a peptide and peptide hormones. And the issue that we're having is when these horses are growing up, we're cutting them. And you don't understand that. We say, well, we have to do this, so we can work with them. And, we understand why the industry does it. The health issue that happens is within 4 days, a horse stops producing all testosterone. That means all testosterone leaves the horse's body. And because of this, the endocrine system, hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenaline axis, crashes and becomes out of homeostasis, which just means balance. And this causes all kinds of health issues. And we don't really notice what's going on because our horse can't really tell us. Maybe sometimes they'll act up or they'll get lethargic and there's other side effects. So tonight, I really want to go over the side effects of cutting a horse and what we can actually do about it, because no horse should suffer because we actually gave them the cut. If we can lift them up and we can find a way to start the endocrine system again so they can start producing life-giving hormones. Not where they're aggressive, but they're more confident. I mean, have you ever really thought about this, where you take a stallion, you cut him, he's a gelding now, and he's afraid of his own shadow? How does that really make any sense? This is another side effect that's going on. And there's so many other health issues that our geldings are breaking down faster. And we love them and we have so much time invested in them and so much money, and then we have to keep investing more and more money with injections and health issues and immune issues. So we'll go through it. So tonight, real quickly, we'll kind of just go through this so you kind of understand. And I hope when we're done that everyone will go to equineperformancepeptides.com and you can download this free book. We also have a file there where you can listen to it. If you're driving down the road or if you're in your barn, you can actually listen to the book there. And you can also, after reading the book or listening to the information, if you want to get a certification from us, we're actually certifying people that you can actually get certified and talk about peptides and the silent suffering of geldings. We have another couple of other certifications you can find in there too. And I'm producing 2 more tests. And then we're hoping that everyone will get certified in this new technology, because we have to say, and I'll say it boldly, that you can take all the other supplements in the equine world and you can put them in a pile and you still cannot do what 1 bottle of Equine Performance Peptides does. They don't have the technology. We own this technology. It's exclusive to us. And again, before I get right into it, we've won international awards in Hong Kong with our other formulations for Top Pet Products 2022. So we're pretty good at what we do, and we've been teaching this, and I've been doing this right now for over 25 years. And the same peptides that the horse is going to be taking has been in my blood for 25 years also. So, I live the life. And of course, our product is human food grade, quality alfalfa extract grass powder, along with the Hexatide Peptide, which won the award for 18 amino acids and 28 naturally occurring growth factors. And you go, okay, Crockett, but what does that mean? So let's talk about the silent suffering of geldings. So when you cut a horse, one of the first things, I've got my list right here, came straight from the book. I want to make sure we have all our facts and we can talk about it. The reduced muscle mass and strength. If you don't have testosterone, a gelding eliminates the testosterone, which plays a key role in building, maintaining muscle. Without muscle atrophy kicks in and physical strength drops off. We know this. So if you're actually getting the growth factors and peptides that stimulate the endocrine system again, then our horses will go back to the top pinnacle of their DNA and be the horse that God intended them before we got involved and we gave them the cut. And of course, some of the growth factors we need to talk about that are organic, naturally occurring, not growth hormones, organic nutraceutical biopeptides. And we basically own this division. And so insulin growth factor 1 stimulates muscle growth, repair, and regeneration. Insulin growth factor 2. Isn't it amazing? No one ever talks about IGF-2, which is so important because it's the yin yang of lean muscle mass and strength. Maintains and supports lean muscle mass alongside IGF-1. So with IGF-1, you need a balance of IGF-2, and of course, it's in there. And of course, the other problem that we have is that we have ligament issues. How many people are having problems that you're having to get injections? Well, this is a side effect of the cut. So this is why we need to be peptide fueling also with connective tissue growth factors. Build stronger connective tissues and support muscular function. So the ligaments and the tendons, those CTGFs, connective tissue growth factors, actually signal the body to do that. And you go, well, Crockett, how does it really do that? Why is it so different? Well, because growth factors don't just float around the blood. They know exactly what cellular receptor site to go to. They plug in and they turn on and they tell the body what to start regenerating and what to do. And this is why these growth factors are so important for our geldings or for all horses. And we'll go through this. You go, God, my other horses can use this too. So especially with lean muscle mass, and you want to get that strength and speed. Remember we talked about speed, strength, recovery, and longevity. It comes back to naturally occurring growth factors, insulin growth factor 1, insulin growth factor 2, and connective tissue growth factors. I hope I'm not going too quickly here. We're kind of limited in time, but I want to make sure that you guys get this information. Again, you can get it on the website and download it too. Decreased bone density. Whoever thought about that? You're going to cut a horse, he's going to have decreased bone density? Well, it's true. And of course, this leads back to other issues of being lame. So why geldings suffer? Okay, testosterone is needed to stimulate the activity in the bone builders. Without it, bone density decreases, making fractures and joint issues more likely. So again, without testosterone, it closes down the endocrine system, and you don't have basically 1 to 2% of the hormones they produce before the cut. Now imagine if that happened to you. We'd be suffering. So how many men or women are out there are looking for hormonal replacement all day long? It's a huge billion-dollar industry, but we don't think about it when it comes to our horses or our dogs or our cats. So again, we go back with bone density, insulin growth factor 1, connective tissue growth factors. Now here's a new growth factor you really want to read about. Fibroblast growth factor, or FGS, assists in skeletal development and repair. So because of this issue, we need IGF-1, IGF-2, CTGF, but now the other growth factor, FGF, fibroblast growth factor, will actually assist the skeletal development and repair. It signals the body what to do. So this is why our geldings are not breaking down. This is why we're actually building them up so we can stop this going on a lot, or reverse and repair this issue. And it's very simple. It's just a dose in the morning and a dose in the afternoon with these naturally occurring growth factor peptides. And of course, the alfalfa extract, grass powder, human food grade. Everything we make here at Peptide Living Labs is human food grade, or we're not going to touch it. Increased risk of obesity and other disorders. You know why geldings suffer loss of testosterone, slows metabolism, decreases muscle mass, which leads to more fat accumulation, higher risk of insulin resistance. You guys have seen this. You know that some of our horses are getting fat, they're getting lethargic, and you just think, well, God, or maybe they're just getting ill. No. It's a hormonal issue. And again, I'll stop right here and go right over the growth factors, and then I want to talk about what goes on here. So with the obesity issue, again, testosterone brings on lean muscle mass, but IGF-1, remember insulin growth factor 1 and 2, that is the holy grail for every mammal for lean muscle mass. And this is why it's so important that our geldings are getting this on a daily basis. So the other one is TNFA, and TNFA and B activate metabolic repair signaling pathways and cellular levels. So we need the other pathways right there to make sure that the horses are getting it. And you say, so let me stop right here while we're talking about this and you understand. So with our peptides, we give it twice a day. And the reason is that this peptide only stays in the system for 8 to 12 hours. So to stay in balance in the blood for 24 hours a day, you give it in the morning and you give it in the afternoon, homeostasis. So you give them the first feeding in the morning. They love it. They actually will try to do anything they can to get to it because it tastes so great for them. And it's 100% natural with 0 fillers, sourced in America, made in Texas by Texans. This is something you need to make sure that anything you ever do with your horse is sourced in America. And of course, we believe made in Texas by Texans. But again, so if you give it in the morning, again, and you give it in the afternoon in the sleep mode, so 24 hours a day in their blood is being, the muscle tissue and the brain tissue and the whole body is being bathed in these natural peptides and these growth factors. Can you imagine 24 hours a day we're stimulating and helping our horse? And you say, okay, well, how does it work? How do we get it turned back on again? I don't understand. If you've cut the testicles, the adrenal cortex, that's the key. We can stimulate the adrenal cortex with something called pinocytosis, and it'll stimulate that to start producing small amounts of testosterone, the adrenal cortex, all right? By doing that, the small amounts will then signal the other organs to start producing their own hormones again, and this is where it starts feeding, and this is where you get the perfect flow where we can be after the cut, or at least we're producing hormones again, all because we stimulate the adrenal cortex to start producing small amounts of testosterone. Now our horses don't get aggressive, but they get more confident. They start putting on lean muscle mass. They get faster. They recover up to 50% faster than other horses. And so this is how it works, is by, first of all, is by stimulating it. And again, since every cell in a horse's body has a peptide, we're communicating now on a cellular level. And we can actually say that wherever people talk about it, but they can't, because if you don't have the organic nutraceutical biopeptides, you're just talking trash. And we're so tired of hearing about it. We're seeing all these other products out there, and there's no integrity to me in this market. I mean, I've actually had some people call me up, and different people that said, you know what you're going to do to the market? And I go, well, we're not in your dietary supplement market. We're an organic nutraceutical biopeptide. We stay in our lane. This is what we do. And you don't need any other supplements. You only need one. This is the only place you're going to get the organic nutraceutical biopeptides. That's it. Let's keep going on, guys, because I don't want to run out of time. Because I can get on my soapbox, because I get sometimes so angry and just flat out pissed off when I see all these gimmicks out there. And there's no way these products can do it. And I know they're sourced in China. And I know where they get it. I'm a master formulator. I can get anything, and I know how much it costs. So again, please put your horse in our care. Trust us. We have a 100% money back guarantee. With your Geldings, you can start seeing results in as little as 72 hours. Who else can say that? Well, we do, and we prove it every day. Let's go on to the next one. This is extremely important, especially if you're out there rodeoing, and we don't want our horses to feel this way, is chronic fatigue and low energy. Have you ever seen your Geldings to start slowing down? And they just don't have the energy that they used to, and they're kind of fatigued, and they're doing the best they can. They're giving you their whole heart. The problem is we took the hormones away from them. So we want to make sure we give it back naturally. Okay? We don't want to give it through injections. Those are synthetics, and every time you inject a horse, it has a side effect. Your horse is an organic creature. Why would you give it a synthetic, an injection, when you can use the peptides that actually heal from the inside out on the cellular level? Again, why? You know this. Every cell in a horse's body and every function of a horse's body functions through peptides. Chronic fatigue and low energy while Geldings suffer. Without testosterone, the recovery lags, energy level drops, the motivation declines. They're not quick anymore. It takes a lot longer for them to bounce back. So when you're competing with this quickly, I'm sorry, guys, I should have turned on the other form, but I did not. You can compete so quickly. Our horses are actually recovering up to 50% faster than other Geldings out there that aren't getting the peptides. And it's not something, we actually can prove it. We've got champions out there that'll talk to you all day long about this. So again, we go back to insulin growth factor 1. Here's a new growth factor for you. Nerve growth factors, or neural growth factors, supports nervous system function, maintains stamina and alertness. This horse needs NGS for brain function and for their nervous system. So again, you got your IGF-1, you got your IGF-2, you got your TNF-A, your TNF-B, and then of course now you're going to have your neural growth factors. And this is just amazing for them. And this is where they're going to start getting their confidence. And you're going to notice that they're a little bit sharper when that brain is being bathed 24 hours a day with the growth factor NGF, which is the neural or nerve growth factors. It's amazing stuff. Number 5, let's keep going. Joint pain issues. Why Geldings? Lower testosterone means weaker muscles and bones, which puts in stress on the joints. Less collagen means more inflammation and joint deterioration. So again, we get back to connective tissue growth factors. We get to transforming TGF and B, transforming growth factor beta, and fibroblast growth factors essential for skeletal and joint development and repair. So there's another one. FGF, cell-to-cell communication throughout the whole horse. And everybody's talking about collagen out there, and I'm going to be writing a small dissertation on this, the truth about collagen. Now, our peptides help the horses produce collagen. It's amazing what we can do, but other people are out there producing supplements and they're just giving collagen. Well, here's the problem with that. Here's why you're wasting your money. Unless you have the growth factors to tell the body how to use that simple peptide called collagen, it may be just being used as body waste because the horse can only do so much. But with the growth factors, it will absolutely absorb and use the collagen so much faster. You will be amazed by it. So we'll be talking about collagen and why, if you're using collagen, it should be with the naturally occurring growth factors that we're talking about to stimulate the body. Remember, signal the body to know how to use that collagen. Instead of that, you're just wasting your money. So we're going to be doing a lot more information about collagen. And we've got some surprises coming up for you too about collagen and equine performance peptides. So let's get to number 6. Behavioral changes. Being lethargic. Testosterone affects mood and focus. When it's gone, geldings become dull, unfocused, less responsive, and even depressed. Have you ever thought about that? Your horse is just sitting out there, his head is down, he's depressed, he's got no life, he doesn't feel good. Well, let me tell you something. When our geldings are starting to get our peptides, oh my gosh, within 72 hours, their head is high, their tail's up, they're galloping around. They're having a blast again because they feel good. They feel like themselves again because we're getting small amounts of testosterone, which turns on the rest of the endocrine system. Again, that neural growth factor is so important. Insulin growth factor 1 and 2, IGF-1, IGF-2, naturally occurring. Again, don't do synthetics. They're dangerous. They can also stimulate cancer, where organic, naturally occurring growth factors have 0 side effects. And organic peptides also fight against cancer and tumorous cells. No one else can say this, but we can. We've proved it. So that's really important. Number 7, stay with me here. We've only got 2 more to go, and they'll be finished for tonight. But slower recovery from injuries while geldings suffer. Without testosterone, tissue repair slows down. Wounds linger. Inflammation sticks around and longer than it should. So again, epidermal growth factors, EGFs, speed up skin recovery. We haven't talked about EGFs. That's another growth factor inside equine performance peptides, okay? So EGFs, epidermis growth factors. So if you want that kind of recovery, if they have any type of injuries and people who use this, oh my gosh, I've had vets reach out to me. I've had champions reach out to me with split hoofs or cuts. You can speak to Jason Bacon about that. One of his horses actually got a cut. And you talk about how quickly to repair. So you need epidermal growth factors are so important. TGF-B, transforming growth factors beta. CHK, copper peptide, helps heal that wound faster. So GHK is in there also, okay? TNF-A and TNF-B. All these growth factors will heal that wound so quickly, so your horse is going to recover. And it's just going to do it at amazing speeds. You're going to say, I don't even believe this is so happening. The injections aren't going to do it. The synthetic medications can't beat us. But the growth factors on the cellular level with peptides, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We sure can. We've done it for years. Now, here's our last one, which is extremely, extremely important. There's different viral diseases out there that are actually, some of these horses having to be put down and stuff like that. So let's talk about the weakened immune system. Did you know that when you cut and you have a gelding that they have a weakened immune system? Who ever thought about that? Nobody even talks about that. Your vet's not going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about it. But we do, and we've been proving this also. Hormonal imbalance leads to reduced immune defense. They're more vulnerable to infections and inflammation and slower fight off disease. This comes straight out of my book, guys. So please go to equineperformancepeptides.com. Find the book. Please read it or listen to the book also as you're riding down the road. Maybe you take your test and get your certification. So there's something called an antimicrobial host defense peptide. It is the most potent, broad-spectrum antibiotic the body makes, whether it's in humans, whether it's in dogs, especially in our horses. So if you're traveling around, you don't know where all these other horses have been. You don't know what's going on. All you know is you're out there trying to compete, but your horse is at risk because their immune system is at risk because of the cut. So we need to make sure that we have host defense peptides. Don't take my word for it, guys. Go look it up. You can even ask your Alexa or your Siri or anybody else. It is the most potent broad-spectrum antibiotic. And what does it do? It kills fungi. It kills bacteria. Oh, yeah. It kills viruses. It touches the envelope of a virus. It drills into it, and it will kill it on contact. So we need to be boosting our horses' body and building their immune system, along with all these other growth factors, with host defense peptides. It's so extremely important. Provide direct antimicrobial, antiviral, antifungal protection. It's right here. It's pure science. So the copper peptide hurts, the nerve growth factors help so we can build the immune system. So, I mean, this is what we actually do. This is why you need to find out more about your geldings. So when you go out there tomorrow or you're with them tonight and you're looking, you must understand that our geldings are breaking down every day. They're doing the best they can. But isn't our responsibility to go back and actually help our horses very simply just by giving an organic nutraceutical biopeptide? If we do that, our horses will build back so quickly, you will be amazed. And again, sourced in America, made in Texas by Texans, and we guarantee it. And unlike other companies, I'm the CEO right here, and you've got Jason Bacon, who's also an officer of the corporation. I'm also the master formulator of this. If you want to talk to us, we're going to call you back personally. Who else can you do that with? I don't know any other company out there. I'm not going to name names, but we don't know who's going to call you back. We don't know where it's made. Well, I kind of do. But I can guarantee our product sourced in America, made in Texas by Texans. Our geldings are suffering. We have the answer with Equine Performance Peptides. And I'm telling you, you'll cut the vet bills down. The injections will go away. Your horses will be sound again. And they'll get a happier, longer life just by giving this peptide technology. Organic nutraceutical biopeptides is the answer to the silent suffering of geldings. So, hey, this is Horston Crockett. I've got to jump off here. If you do like dogs, please follow us here on Facebook at The Gift for Life Pets. I'm going to be going live there in a few minutes, and we're going to be talking about pet health and longevity, and we're going to be talking about dogs and cats are suffering from spaying and neutering. We're going to give you the answers to that, and it's going to come straight back, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, it relates right back to my gelding. Yes, it does. And again, we're kind of the authority on it. We've been doing this for 25 years. And we're the ones who are winning international awards for our products helping dogs and cats and horses around the world. Right now, we're working with horses in Mexico. We're working in all the different disciplines here in America. And we are also working in England and Wales and also in Scotland. We're going into Ireland. And we hope to be very soon working with the King's horses. I'm sure you all have seen the horses in the different videos. So we're very, very excited to start dialogue with them. And so things are moving forward. So again, listen, guys, this is Horston Crockett. And we just wanted to talk to you tonight about the silent suffering geldings. I hope you've learned some things. I'm always here for you. So is Jason, so is Tom, Lester, and we have just so many people here. You can reach out to Brad Wilson, Hall of Famer, what we did with his horse that had liver problems and that was sent home to die, and we brought her back. It's all on our website. You can get this information. So please tonight, if you would, will it help the... Yes, Sally, it absolutely, positively will. And it starts within 72 hours, and you can start seeing the results immediately. It doesn't take weeks. It doesn't take months. It takes just a few days to turn the endocrine system on, and you will notice what's happening. And they're going to feel fantastic. And one last thing I'll talk about, we're going to do another video sooner or later, but I got another ebook coming out on hoof health. If you're having hoof issues out there, oh my gosh, you have no idea, this is a tease, what this peptide would do with hoof health. So with our geldings, to stop the silent suffering, it's all about peptides. It's all about our organic nutraceutical biopeptide, our Hexatide peptide, and human food grade alfalfa extract powder to get the nutrients. And you're going to get the answer that you've been looking for. And our geldings will stop suffering, and we can give their lives back again. Okay? So guys, listen, the Source of Crockett, we are always here for you. You have any questions, please reach out to me. I hope I didn't go too fast tonight. We're just kind of on a schedule, and I've got to keep my schedule going here. I'm here for you. We're going to be doing more videos. We're going to go live. Reach out to us and start living the peptide life. Start making sure that your horses are peptide fueling. And we're hoping that we're going to have a baby drop tonight or tomorrow. So one of our next videos, we're going to have Mr. Jason Bacon on here, and he's going to be talking about fertility and peptides. And this is one of the books I've written there too. So again, Lorston Crock with Equine Performance Peptide. Let's stop the silent suffering of geldings. We can do it today please start peptide fueling your horse immediately and get the results that you're looking for. Okay. Hey, we love you guys. God bless you.